Welcome everybody to the MardonPC.com Truck Series for the All-Star Race here at Michigan International Speedway. I'm Josh Coppernell, and we got an interesting one for you here for the Open. We're going to have a driver's broadcast, so I'm going to go ahead and introduce our three drivers that are going to be calling the Open. They're not going to be in the Open. They are already in the All-Star Race, but we've got Rich Petrucco, Cameron Stone, and Michael Kruger.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Dick Petrucco alongside Cam Stoner and Michael Kruger. We are so excited to be here calling this second best of the rest to get in race. What do you guys think is going to happen tonight?
Not even best of the rest? You gave him second best? That's wild. Really looking forward to this race here at the 2-mile oval here at Michigan. Kind of looking forward to seeing how these guys run this race tonight. Since it's a fixed setup, we're all going to be running the same thing later tonight in the actual All-Star race. So pretty excited to get a read on what these cars or trucks are going to be doing around each other in traffic so that I can get myself ready to beat Dick Petrucco tonight.
Boy, that sounds good. Michael, what do you think the action is? Where do you think it's going to be tonight? Who do you think's got the best chance to take home those, I believe it's top 3 spots coming in from the Open?
That's a good question, Rich. I would say one of the guys I think you should watch out for is Brett Bennett. I think he is one of the guys you want to look out for. This is one of his favorite tracks. He likes running Michigan, and I think he's one to watch out for tonight.
If you're right, I'm going to swallow a lot of marbles because, it's no secret. Me and Brett we got a little bit of history as recent as 2 weeks ago, and I'm in kind of a tough spot here because my boys at EPI are supplying the setup tonight, and I think Brett's going to have more speed than he's ever had before, so it could get interesting tonight.
Oh, yeah. I know it's a bit controversial with the pick, but I really think Brett's one to watch for, one to make it exciting.
So you got Brett as your number 1. Who are your 2 and 3?
I possibly might not sleep on Ryan Samuelson, possibly. I think Ryan might possibly be able to make some noise here this race. I think he's also another one to look out for. That's one of my guys I'm thinking also could surprise some people tonight.
Samuelson. That'd be coming out of the closet for him. How about number 3?
Ooh, it's a pretty close one. I mean, you can give it to anyone, really. I mean, this is like the wild card option, honestly. I mean, I feel like this is one anyone could get. But if I were to go down to it, I probably would maybe have to go with, I would say, possibly another SBLD car like an Andrew Elias or Jeffrey Armstead.
Wow, those are some interesting picks. Cam, who do you got?
I've actually got 4 in my mind. Not to pick the low-hanging fruit, but there are some of those EPI fellers out there. Adam Benefiel always holds a pretty wheel, even though I don't really care for him too much. And Dustin Hall, he's a good fella. He's going to run pretty good. Michigan's a good one for him. Is Adam even in the Open? He's won a race this year.
He's qualified. Yeah, he's already won 2. So
I'm already too drunk to know the format. So, all right, well, never mind. I've got 3. So let's go with Dustin Hall. I'm also going to pick Dawson Allen, who's usually gracing your eardrums here in the booth here. And then I'm going to go with Oscar Enriquez. He was very fast in practice, holding a pretty good wheel. Got it loose a couple of times and just kind of drove her on off the corner. So looks like he's ready to get it going here tonight. And even though I would actually like to see Brett Bennett win this race so that Dick Petrucco could eat some crow.
Yeah. All right. So my 3 picks, I got to pull for my boy Dustin Hall. He built this setup tonight, and he's just a stud. That's all there is to it. So he's going to be my number 1. Number 2, I think you're onto something with Enriquez. He's got the speed. Hopefully he can hold it together and put a nice, solid, straight run together for these 15 laps. And then I'm going to go for my real wild card. My number 3 spot is going to be Cody Bird. Cody Bird.
Wow.
I'm pulling for you, Cody. Don't say I never did anything for you. So we're getting there. We got those picks down. We're going to keep an eye on everything for you. think we've got just a couple more minutes here until we get things rolling, and we're going to be getting things rolling with that 15-lap open race, and it's just going to be a 15-lap shootout. All of the guys that are in the open either haven't had enough qualifying races, either enough top fives, or they haven't scored a win here in the last year. So we got some big names down there. We got some latecomers to the series like Dustin Hall that show speed every week, and they've got it. They just haven't been around.
I really like your pick of Cody Bird, since this is the Cody Bird Memorial All-Star Open. He ain't dead, but his dignity died here about 2 years ago.
It is. Why don't you go ahead and elaborate on that?
He came about 400 yards short of his first Juggernaut / Mardon PC Truck Series win during the inaugural season. Drove a great race and ended up in the lead off of your bumper, no less, coming off turn 4 to get that victory. Got a little loose, maybe a little arrow loose from Dick Petrucco riding on him.
I never touched him.
Never touched him, but you know how the air interacts with these trucks. Alonso Chicano ended up coming away with that victory, as all of the 14 people, it wasn't 14, it was 2 people watching Cody stream that night, got to see his anguish as he spun it down into the trioval grass. So hopefully tonight Cody Bird can get some redemption. I'm definitely pulling for him in the open as well, so that maybe I can push him to a win later tonight.
You say anguish. What you're talking about with anguish, I believe he broke his headset that night. We saw a nice live video of that headset toss. So hopefully Cody doesn't have to relive that tonight. Get a little bit of redemption, get himself into the big show, and then we'll have a good time messing with him in the big show.
It looks like possibly Cody Bird is going to be the pole sitter here for the Open.
He is. So the grid for this is a random draw. And guys, my next question here is, who's your pick for the first wreck?
I gotta be honest, Brett Bennett.
Okay, so as they're pulling away here, we're seeing so it's not going to be Cody. Actually, it looks like it's going to be Brett Bennett on the pole. Followed by,
that just makes me feel even better about that pick.
Man. Oh, this is going to be fun. So it looks
awesome.
This is going to be great. So we got Brett Bennett on the pole, followed by...
looks like Oscar on the outside.
Yeah, 66 Oscar. Sorry, guys. So this was a totally random start. So we're going to filter through here as we see them as well.
It also looks like Brian T. Smith from SBLD is also going to be starting P3 behind Brett and Oscar.
Cody Bird's going to be rolling off in P4. It appears that Joshua Smutko will be in P5. Dustin Hall on the outside of row 3. Devin Medeiros starting in 7th. Dawson Allen is going to be 8th place, it appears. Andrew Walias in 9th. Let's see, we missed somebody there. Ryan Samuelson in P10. And rounding out your field is Tyler Watermelon, the Watermelon Man, not named Ross Chastain, bringing up the rear of the field in P11.
So 11 trucks in this open, and that's going to, I believe it's going to make about an 18-car field for the big show, somewhere in that range. So these guys have got 15 laps to get it done. Do you think there's any strategy involved here?
I think it's just all gas, no brakes, Rich. That's what I'm thinking.
All gas, no brakes. You think that right rear can handle 15 laps of a pedal down, Cam?
I'm not entirely sure about that. In practice myself, it started losing some grip and getting a little greasy on that right rear after about 12 laps. So we're going to see which one of these guys can handle that looseness during the center of the corner, and who's going to maybe try to save a little bit for the first 5 to 6 laps and then make a charge at the end.
I agree with you on that right rear. This the thing with Michigan is it'll lull you into thinking that you can push harder than you really can. It makes you feel like a superhero for those first bunch of laps, but man, if you work those tires too hard for those first 5, 6, 7 laps, you start to pay for it dearly. So we're going to see who wants it a little too hard.
That's the big difference you usually deal with between a 1.5-mile track versus a 2-mile track. The corners are so much wider and longer at these places that you don't really notice when you've gone too hard until it's too late. A lot of times if you're at a Charlotte or a Las Vegas maybe, you already know you're loose by the time you turn the wheel to enter a corner. But this one will let you get 200 or 300 yards into the corner, maybe make it to the apex before it starts kicking sideways on you, and then you got no drive off.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't know if you noticed it in practice. I definitely did. The truck gets a little free when you start abusing that right rear, but it's fairly controllable. So I think you're going to see these guys get a little bit out of a shape, but it's manageable and you can save it. Now, whether they save it and keep it off of the guys next to them, that's a whole different story.
So we might get to see who's throwing the best slide jobs tonight and who's been doing their dirt practice before this one.
We might. And the pace car is off. We're going to be coming to the green. Brett Bennett is leading him to the green, and the green flag is out. 2x2x2x2.
Gotta be careful of that restart zone. Looks like Brett Bennett got off clean. Everybody seems to be all right. The top lane's a little disorganized.
And we see somebody's looking for three. Samuelson in the back is looking to make it 3 wide. Looks like they settled themselves out. And we're back to 3 wide in the back. Samuelson's pushing hard right off the bat.
You can nose that. Oh, Dustin Hall's around.
Already.
And there goes
it already.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
So we've got the 14 and the 48 are involved. Samuelson got a little bit of damage out of that, but he kept it straight. Looks like Dustin Hall kept going as well. I think Watermullen was actually able to get through that unscathed. It's a little bit of a lucky break there for him. As we see the replay here, we've got Dustin Hall just gets loose coming off a 2. Probably got a little jacked up on the rear.
Looks like Medeiros got the worst of that.
You see here coming off of the corner. It just looks like a little arrow deal there. Smutko looks like he took a big hit on the left front.
Great heads up there from Dawson Allen to slow down enough to miss that. Great heads up for him there.
He's used to hitting the brakes to avoid Bennett, so he's good at checking up for wrecks. I'm just going back through this replay here. I'm trying to see who started this whole calamity. Oh, big net code. Huge net code. If we're able
it was
to,
net code.
Yeah, if we're able to back it up to the point of contact, it was big net code between the 48 of Smutko and the 1 of Dustin Hall.
Yeah, the 48's fading out off of 2.
Yeah.
Yep, I see it there.
It's about a half truck width between them. That was a huge net code.
So it seems that iRacing kind of knows when someone's involved with a code team or maybe semi-professional in some way, because netcode is the great equalizer. I've seen Adam Benefield, John Delaney, Dustin Hall, folks of that nature, always dealing with bad netcode issues. And Dustin's not the kind of guy that's going to run in a corner and really crowd you too much. So when things start happening to him, it's not really in the driver's hands as much.
No, for sure. Looks like Dustin was trying to keep it. Yeah, he was going to run the half lane off the boy. It was before even they were out of the corner. So, real tough break. Doesn't look like he's got a ton of damage from it. He's got a little bit. Hopefully, he's able to repair a decent amount. I think the 48 got the bad chunk of that, and the 14 to Devin Medeiros as well.
So it looks like everyone that was involved in that accident is coming down to take their fast repair for this race. I believe they get 1. So these guys are going to have to be a little careful for these 15 laps that they don't need another.
Yeah, and the other big chunk of what's different tonight for both of these races, both this one and the big show, is that the caution laps do not count. So we're going to be 15 laps of green flag only racing. So like you said, they're going to have to keep everything clean here. Who called? Oh boy, everybody called Bennett for the first wreck. We all would have lost that bet. I don't know if you can really count netcode though. That's it's not really causing a wreck, you know.
All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and credit the first. We're gonna credit the first caution with Xfinity X5. Nothing's faster than X5 at bringing out a caution.
Perfect, love it. Seen a couple of interesting new paint schemes. The 79 of Dawson Allen has got a Breaking Bad paint scheme. I mean, it's a great tribute to the show, but I know why he's running it. I know he's running it with Bennett in his heart.
Because it's pure glass, Mr. White. That is why.
You may also want Better Call Paul as well on his rear bumper as well, because you better call Paul to go get your Menards stuff.
Oh my God, I was about to correct him on the Better Call Saul reference, but I didn't know it was a Menards ad.
It really does say Better Call Paul, yeah.
I would like to point out the Bojangles machine sitting there in P3. I love me some Bojangles. If you guys want to sponsor me at some point, I do love Cajun filet biscuits. So just holler at me.
Love me some bow rounds.
If Dale Jr. and Freddie Kraft are good enough, I suppose I should be.
If there's one thing that's for certain, Dick Petrucco loves bow rounds. Well,
so it appears that the lights are out on the iRacing GT500 pace car.
We're going to be going back to another green flag, and Brett Bennett is still in P1. It's just, I don't know what's happening.
We're in an alternate universe right now.
It must be. Looks like we're missing one truck, so somebody's damage may have been too much. Which doesn't make sense because they have fast repairs, but we're definitely missing somebody.
Somebody took their ball and went home as we're entering the restart zone. Coming up to it, and Brett's going to launch. Looks like he's getting away clean this time. Big jump for Brett Bennett.
Yeah, restart. That draft is going to haul him right back in.
He's got his teammates, Oscar Enriquez, Brian Smith, and Andrew Elias all lined up on the bottom right behind Brett there, trying to help his teammates out to get ahead of Cody Bird so they can pull him up to the top as Brian and Oscar all go to the top with Brett.
And we got another accident on the backstretch. Looks like Ryan Samuelson got into the back of Dawson Allen.
It did appear
put
that
Dawson
way.
in the wall.
No yellow.
There's no yellow.
We're still green now. Brett Bennett got that huge jump, but what does that mean? The draft is going to suck him back in, and here comes Oscar Enriquez.
Looks like Oscar's going to try to work with him here. Maybe push him out to where, well, he knows that the top three are making it to the big race, so just hoping that he can get in that top three.
Got to play it smart. Now, keep an eye on Brett Bennett's line here. If he's going to go run hard and he's going to run on the bottom, he is going to eat up that right rear, and the guys behind them are going to swallow them up.
Lead here for that tandem at the front, about 3-4 car lengths back to the Bojangles machine. Andrew Elias on the bottom,
side by side for third. Dustin Hall is going to duck right behind Andrew Elias and push him, as there will be side by side, neck and neck for third between Brian C. Smith and Andrew Elias going into one.
And now you're going to see there's the slide job move from Elias on the bottom, but can he get up clear of Brian C. Smith? It looks like he will off of 2. And Smith's going to cross him back over and get alongside him down the back stretch as they head to 3.
Will Dustin Hall sit behind these guys here, or will he try to force a 3 down the off of turn 4 here to get by both of them?
You're going to see Dustin use his experience. He's going to let other people make mistakes where they can, and he's just going to be there to mop up. He just knows he's got to finish that top 3.
Samuel's
the mistake.
3 wide.
Apron.
Oh, no. Oh, and they're going to make it work.
A little bit of trade and paint going back there between Samuelson and Smith. Smith just entered on the bottom there going into 3, lost all his momentum and lost 3 positions because of it.
He did. Dustin Hall on the move up to 4th. He's eyeing the back bumper of Williams.
As back in the field, Brian C. Smith's trying to slide. He's sliding a little back there. And he's got Cody Bird on his outside. No, inside on the front stretch here. Trying to pass him here.
So that breakaway at the front has gotten a little bit jumbled up as Oscar has fallen back. And Andrew Elias running the higher lane, going to get a run off of 2 here.
Oh, teammates are working together. 3 wide for SDLD. 3 wide. Teammates are not working together.
Dustin Hall needs to back out here. This has just got bad.
Elias with the slider clears both Oscar and Brett for the lead here. As Andrew's going to lead them to the start finish line here with about 8 or 7 to go here.
Gonna be 9 to go here at the line. The top 4 are under a blanket. These top three trucks in the mix. This has only got bad news written all over it. I cannot wait to see how this shakes out.
Yeah, with all 4 cars right here. Just
whoa, Brett slides a little bit.
Okay, so the leader's getting loose. So we're 6 laps in, and that is where, like we talked about, 6 laps, if you're going hard, this is where the right rear starts to warm up and go away. You're going to start seeing these trucks slide around.
That's where you're going to start seeing that experience from someone like Dustin Hall start showing up when the truck starts going away a little bit. And he's going to tuck right in there behind Oscar. Happy to be P2 at the moment. Probably going to help him out a little bit on these corner entries. He doesn't have to push it so hard. Kind of back him up.
So where do you think is the place to be? Is the place to be out number 1? Or is the
place to be in, Andrew Wise gets a little loose off of 4. Brett Bennett takes advantage of it.
And they're 3 wide for P3. Here comes Samuelson on the inside.
And they're side by side for the lead between Oscar and Dustin.
Looks like Dustin's going to complete this pass from the bottom. Dustin Hall, your new leader.
Oh, Brett Bennett's on the outside of Samuelson.
Oh my goodness, Samuelson tried to close the door and Bennett kept it in there. So Samuelson's going to be trapped on the bottom. Let's see if he tries to throw the slide job going in.
Tires have got some wear. If he's holding that bottom, he's going to get a little bit loose.
Right around here towards the exit of the corners where it should start sliding.
And that Samuelson actually did a good job there. He kept it up a truck length off the bottom, which helps prevent that slide. So not bad. We're actually seeing these guys use the brains a little bit, which is good to see. But guys, I got to tell you, watching this race, boy, our big show is going to be it's going to be interesting.
Sliders galore.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to racing with you guys. It was this such of a loose setup here.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
So Brett, who started on the pole, maybe overexerted his tires a little bit. Now they're maybe a little calmed down. Sitting there in P3 in the final transfer position. We've got 5 laps to go as we come off turn 2. Looking further back here to P4. Elias trying to take 4th away from Samuelson. He's going to go in hard on the bottom again. He's below that seam.
He's going to get it. He's going to slide. Samuelson's going to try the crossover.
No.
Brett's going to pick up his teammate by... No, he's not. He's going to leave his teammate out a little bit there.
Actually, a great crossover by Samuelson.
So Samuelson again on the bottom going into 1. Elias going to run it wide. Maybe try to get that run off of 2 to make the same move going into 3. Looks like he's going to get it. He's got the run off the top, running the Larson line. Waits till the last second.
I think he actually got into the back bumper. He may have hurt his own run just a little bit there with Samuelson.
He's going to send it deep here into 3. He's going to be even with him. They're in the middle of the corner here as they come off 4. Looks like Samuelson's going to have the momentum coming off 4 here. Let's see if he can keep clear going to the corner.
Looks like we're 4 to go at the line, guys. The top 3 is under a blanket. And they are being chased by 3 more guys that have got their sights set on Brett Bennett's bumper. What do you think happens if they get to Bennett? Is there a little touchy, pushy, shovey go on there? You think they're gonna? What do you think's gonna happen?
I think it depends on who it is. From looking at it right now, Ryan Samuelson is the guy in the field that looks like he's just going to take whatever shot he can get. He's pushing Elias down the back stretch, trying to get that draft train going so that they can catch up to him. I think he's the one that makes the aggressive move if they can get there.
Boys, I gotta tell you, if it came down to it, I'd wreck my mom for the win. So these boys better do whatever they gotta do, or else their night comes to an end in 3 laps.
Dustin Hall actually pulling a little bit of an advantage here through 1 and 2. He's got about 2 truck lengths back to Oscar.
Guys, we're coming up on a lap car here. Lap car, the 48 of Smutko might come into play. He pulls down on the apron, doing the good thing. He's going to be no factor.
Something happened to Samuelson here. He's falling off of the bumper of Elias. So it doesn't look like Elias is going to have any bubble help from behind to push him up there to catch Brett.
With 2 laps to go at the line.
Looks like it's going to be a battle between SBLD versus SBLD here for the final transfer spot into the All-Star race right here.
And looking at the lap times, they're all pretty even. Dustin Hall's last lap was a 40.532, and Willius was a 40.531. So they're all running about the same laps. Nobody's got any real advantage.
I think Wilias just hurt himself going into 1 there with 2 to go. He entered on the bottom, tried to keep it down there, and washed up on the exit, so he didn't get the run off of 2
we might
that he
have
needed.
a caution. Samuelson sideways in the back.
Oh, and he
keeps
saves
it together. Oh, man. Oh, he almost made it a green-white checker for the win. We're coming on 1 to go here.
And on the final lap, it looks like actually Oscar's caught back up to Dustin a little bit. Are these guys going to try to go for the win, even though they know they only got to be in the top 3?
I'd probably play it smart here, just like hold it out here. If I were like a guy like Brett or Oscar, I'd probably try to make sure that I get as much ground from Andrew, not let him get a run here.
Let's be honest, brother. If you were a guy like Brett, you'd be sending it.
Brett always sends it.
Always sends it. Full send.
And Wilias gave it everything he could in 3 and 4, but he hits the wall on the exit, so he's going to come up short. So your transfers are going to be Dustin Hall winning here in the Open. Oscar Enriquez is going to finish in 2nd place, and Brett Bennett, P3 from the pole.
I mean, I'm not going to pat myself on the back too much, but I am going to say I got 2 out of the 3. So I'm feeling pretty good here.
I'm just happy I got my first pick, Brett Bennett, correct, and he is going to be in the All-Star race here.
Boys, I'm not going to lie. This big show is going to be a blast. I cannot wait to run these 4 stages.
With how evenly matched the trucks are, the way they handle, the way that tire preservation probably is going to be a factor. This thing's going to be pretty fun.
For sure, for sure. So let's grab... let me see if I can grab him here. We're going to grab Dustin Hall, the winner of the Open, and we'll talk to him. Yeah, we'll talk to Oscar. Sorry, as I'm just moving people around here. And Brett D. Bennett. All right, let's grab Dustin Hall real quick. And I'm going to need some help from the JCTV guys here. I can't drag him into the broadcast booth. Dustin Hall. It's Dick Petrucco here in the booth, buddy. Congratulations on your Open win. How you feeling going into the big show?
Hey, bud. First of all, hello. Thanks for helping out. And I feel pretty good. I love this track. I love the setup at this track. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, man, looking forward to it. Looked like you kind of bided your time, saved the tires a little bit, and when it counted, you just capitalized on everybody else's mistakes.
Well, yeah, I used up that fast repair real early, so I had to kind of see what the race was going to become, take care of the truck. Knew if I got any more into another scuffle, I'd be in trouble, so just had to take care of it and make, some safe passes and just get there.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations. We won't keep you here too long. We only got a couple minutes to warm up, and we'll see you in the Open, brother.
Oh, wait, right. Hang on, Dustin. I had no doubt that you were going to get that thing done right there. You got anybody to thank other than your badass self?
Cam Stone, mostly.
Thank you. God bless.
All right, guys.
See you, buddy. All right, I think we got time to drag Oscar Enriquez down.
On it.
Oscar. P2 in the Open, buddy. Welcome to the big show. How do you feel after that run?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. It's an honor to race. It's fun.
Awesome, man. Was there any strategy there, or just had to go all out?
Managing the car and make sure I don't wreck.
Okay, perfect. Got any advice for yourself going into the big one?
Yeah, I just need to be more aggressive now. Trying to get the win.
Cool. Who do you got to thank?
I thank Brett for being a good teammate there. Because he didn't wreck me.
Awesome.
God bless.
All right, buddy. Well, congrats on your P2. We'll see you in the big show.
All right. Thank you.
See ya. Brett D. Bennett, you are the number 3 and final passer honor into the big show. How do you feel, buddy?
I'm very happy. I mean, I definitely felt like I maybe could have made a move for those top 2 spots in that race, but at the end of the day, top 3 was all that mattered. So that's
awesome.
I was very happy with where we were. Once Ryan's challenge at me I think he had burned off his tires because I saw he was sliding a lot of people, and once that, we kind of pulled away and we had about 5-6 tenths over Andrew. So we just kind of rode single file the rest of the race. I wish Andrew could have made it in, teammate.
Yeah, sure. Well, I hate to cut it off, buddy, but we all got a grid here. Good luck in the big show and congratulations.
Yep. Good luck.
That's it. Guys, that's going to be it for us. We're going to throw back to the JCT guys or JCTV guys in the booth. I'm Dick Petrucco alongside Cam Stoner and Michael Kruger. Thanks for tuning in. And hopefully one of the three of us will be talking to you at the end of this big one.
Yee.
See you.
Thank you guys so much.
Oh,
Thank you guys so much. And yeah, I'm Josh Coppernoll, of course. As stated earlier, we got Dustin Allen, of course, who was just involved in that race. Unfortunately, not making it into the All-Star race here. Also joining us is Adam Kuhn. So, first of all, before I get to Adam, Dawson, unfortunately you didn't make it, but just walk us through real quick how your race went.
Yeah, I came in pretty excited. I felt like, the setup was kind of tailored to me and what I liked out of the truck. And I was very excited to be able to try to run for it that way and kind of go at it. And, I just, man, sucks. But what happened, I think 32 might have just not been ready for me to be where I was and try to make a move, just clipped me. And it spun me out and ended my race. And I, race control was willing to give me a caution. I told him, I said I didn't want one if it wasn't for cause. I recovered. Everybody was safe. But thinking back, I should have taken that caution. So, yeah, it kind of sucks. But at the end of the day, I'm meant to be in the booth, not on the racetrack. So let's get it done tonight.
All right. And Adam, I definitely want to bring you in. How are you doing tonight, buddy?
Well, it's great to be back here in the booth for the Mardon PC Truck Series. Great to be back here on this Wednesday night, and it was exciting to see that race. Unfortunately, Dawson, really was a sprint race, and you probably did need that yellow, but it's great to see Dustin Hall advance in after making it in. That was a very exciting show, and I think that was a preview of the final stage tonight. Only 10 laps, and it's basically how long that run to the finish was in that qualifier race. So it's going to be very frantic on the tires, like our guest drivers in the booth mentioned. So it's going to be extremely useful to sit conserve when you can in those last 10 laps, if you can get to up front, of course.
Yeah, it's going to be really important to kind of get that track position. This track here is very much like a draft-dependent type track. It's almost like a Daytona and Talladega, except you just can't get the run to form that well, even if you get a bunch of people lined up with you. So it's going to be very important for some of these guys to kind of get these moves together. If they want to try to make that pass for the lead or pass for a position, you've really got to make it work. You've got to get to the inside, shoot by, and then pull right back up in line. So it's going to be interesting to see people pulling some sliders and making some moves here to see if they can't try to get some positions as this race goes on.
And Josh, real quick, before we go green here in a lap, we're going to see a pretty decent-sized field. This is pretty average-sized field that we usually see here in the Truck Series. And it's not usually a lower field like we usually see for typical All-Star races, like we just saw a moment ago in the All-Star Open. So it's going to be very chaotic all race long to get track position, like Dawson just mentioned.
Yeah, these guys, right now, they are trying to get their spots. It was by a random draw once again. So these guys, the admins of the series, taking all the time they need to sort this through. I'm curious here. It seems like Carl Felver may have the pole with Dalton Kelly P2 and Michael Kruger P3. But track position is important, and that's one of the nice things about this random draw is they did not have qualifying. It is all random draw, so track position, it's going to be key. You're going to see some guys coming from the back, trying to at least, and you very well could end up in a mix-up. Have caution come out because of it. Pierce. Pace car is going in. I do not believe they are going green. As, yes, the caution is back out. Caution laps do not count. So we will see 70 green flag laps. Tonight's stages going to be 20 laps, 20 laps, 20 laps, and 10 laps for tonight's All-Star Race feature. So before we get going here, I gotta know, guys, who's your favorite? Who do you think is going to win the All-Star Race?
Well, it would be a mistake to pick Brett Bennett, so I'm not going to pick Brett Bennett. I think I'm going to have to go with somebody out of the EPI shop. I feel like, with this setup being an EPI setup, they're going to have a little bit more of a grasp on how it runs and what they like out of it. So I am taking Adam Benefield as your All-Star Race winner.
I'm going to go with someone completely different. Got in this race off of top fives. New to the league pretty much this summer, but I'm going to go with the 41 of Micah Kruger. He just commentated in the booth in the All-Star Open, so he's got that experience up top. We've seen that work in real life with guys calling Saturday races paying off on Sundays, so he's got that knowledge from high above, of course, and he's not a bad speedway racer, and of course this race plays like a speedway race.
I like both of your guys' picks. I'm going to go with a guy that right now he's not on the track. He's starting from the pits. That's going to be the number 21 of Eric Wineland. Once again, these guys are going to continue to cycle around to get everything set up. So still not going green yet. It's all right. These guys are doing the best they can to get the lineup set. But as I was saying, Eric Wineland, a couple wins on the season already. I believe, off the top of my head, it's going to be 3, of course, winning back-to-back races. Not that long ago, Pocono and IRP, the Indianapolis Raceway Park, had a great run last week. And I think Eric Wineland's going to be another one that has a real good shot at this thing. Take the win. Drivers right now are catching back up to the pace car, going around. So let's talk about some of the payouts tonight, some of the prizes. The winner of tonight's event is going to get $40 plus a Mardon Push talk, courtesy of MardonPC.com. Second place will receive $25. Third place with $10. And your open winner tonight, of course, being the one truck of Dustin Hall, also is going to receive $10.
So a discrepancy that we're having with this, just trying to get everybody organized, is the big thing. But another issue that I'm noticing here, it looks like that we're going to have an issue with Eric Wineland being a lap down. As right now, he's a lap down. The biggest issue is going to be he cannot get a lucky dog and get it back because the laps aren't going to counter to caution. So it's really kind of hard to unlap yourself if you're going to be on the same lap as everybody else. I believe that's the issue that we're talking about. I've noticed that someone has been mentioning that, but that could be wrong. But, I mean, if that's the case, I mean, it can really throw things for a loop if that is actually what's happening. But it looks like we're all lined up and ready to go. Josh, let's have some fun.
This should be a very exciting, fun race as that pace car is down pit road. Craig Fryer Gonna lead us. We are green for the All-Star race. Craig Fryer with a big jump. Here comes Carl Felver on the outside with help from Dalton Kelly. Michael Kruger on the inside. He was able to get a huge run down the backstretch. Michael Kruger side by side with Pryor for the lead. And I think Kruger's going to take it here.
So the big thing to point out here, 3 drivers currently listed as a lap down. Craig Fryer, Carl Felver, Eric Wineland currently scored 1 lap down. So as of right now, technically they're not racing for these positions, but this is where they're going to be running. Craig Fryer scored 2nd. This is going to be Carl Felver in 5th, and I believe Eric Wineland is right there. Give him about 7th or 8th place is where they're running right now.
Eric Wineland stepping out of line behind Alonzo Chicano, going to be side by side going down the back straightaway. He's got some draft out of that. Number 69, Dale Leakus. Up front, though, side by side for 2nd place, just behind leader Michael Kruger. It's going to be Rich Petrucco.
They're 3 wide back here. Alonzo Chicano, Eric Wineland, Dalton Kelly coming through 1 and 2 as well. This is a battle heating up for, I believe, what will be the 5th position. They sorted out. Alonzo Chicano drops back, but Adam Benefield now on the attack of the 25.
Well, Rich Petrucco takes the lead with a push from the 18. Andrew Shartner, but Michael Kruger's going to fight back into turn 3.
They're 5 wide, 4 wide now. Coming through turn 4 onto the front stretch.
That's going to be Adam Benefield to the inside with a big push from Cameron Stone in the 57. Still 3 wide.
Truck of Adam Benefield is trying to make the bottom lane work, just can't quite get it to clear. 21 to the 45, a little bobble from the 45 of Dalton Kelly sends him up the track just a little bit up near the wall. Alonzo Chicano now to the inside along with Cameron Stone. They're still 3 wide, still fighting for position as this race continues on.
He had to roll out of the throttle big time there, exiting turn 4 because of how high he got through the center of the corner. He's losing tons of positions down the front straightaway though, Dawson.
Ooh, Leakus into Petrucco up front. They're leaning on each other. Now it's 3 wide. I believe this is for the lead. 4 wide. Here comes Adam Benefield to the inside.
I don't know if I've ever seen 4 wide at Michigan for the lead, but they made it work. Adam Benefield on the bottom making a stick. Don't look now. Michael Kruger on the outside. Benefield using that line to make it work, but here comes Leakus and Petrucco. Petrucco looks high to make it 3 wide. Once again, they're going to be 3 wide going into turn 1. Petrucco all the way on the outside. Kruger middle.
Ooh, Dale Leakus sliding up in front of the field. He's going to recover. Wineland's going to have to drop back with him, but how did they not wreck there as the 69 slid up in front of the field? 3 wide once again for the lead. It's Benefield, Petrucco, and Kruger.
A little bobble out of Benefield sideways, getting all the way down to the bottom now. Petrucco using that lower lane, and Kruger still on the outside with a little bit of a run here. Kruger should lead this lap, but they are once again 3 wide. These guys cannot get away from each other. And insert Cameron Stone into the picture.
He's going to take it 4 wide. No, he thought better of it, Josh. He's going to push Kruger into the corner for a moment. Now get back into the center lane.
Look who else is in the mix with this now. Dustin Hall in the 1 truck. He has found his way all the way up to the 4th position. That 1 truck won the Open. Now he's looking to sweep it and go for the All-Star race win here too.
Dustin Hall doing a great job going from the back to the front. Cameron Stone all over the back tailgate of Adam Benefield. Looking to the outside for the lead.
This is outstanding racing between these drivers. This is not going to pay off in points, going to pay off in cash and a little bit of hardware for the race winner. But they're racing like it's the last lap, like they're going for it all here. And this is just fantastic racing. This is just amazing what we're seeing here in this all-star race.
Things just a little bit calm for the lead at the moment compared to what they have been, as it is Adam Benefield all by himself going down to the bottom trying to break that draft. Stone, Hall, they follow him down there, and here comes Michael Kruger once again trying to get back up into that picture.
Stone peaks on the outside entering turn 1 again. Can't quite do anything there, but he still got that truck on the outside of Adam Benefield for the race lead, entering turn 2. Oh, cuts to the inside off the exit of the corner now. Huge run with Dustin Hall, who's racing Michael Kruger for 3rd. And those 4 wide stacking up big time into turn 3. That looked like it was Eric Wineland on the bottom.
Eric Weiland and Alonso Chicano, they're drifting up the track into the 17 of Craig Fryer, but they're not going to make any contact. They're going to keep it straight. No issues here, but they're still 3 wide back here. 3 wide for the lead again. Here comes the one, Dustin Hall.
These guys doing a great job keeping it clean. This is only stage 1 of the All-Star race. Dustin Hall on the bottom with the nose ahead. Look for Adam Benefield with the advantage here as he does. And now it's going to be 3 wide for 2nd place. Michael Kruger there on the outside, pushing Benefield down the back stretch into 3.
Well, you know what they're thinking? They have a faster pair. They're going to use it at any point, and they're just going to go for it and see what happens. They are racing hard, and they are keeping this race clean, and it's going to be a really fun race here, but I'm kind of worried down the stretch. They cannot keep this up this entire race. Something is going to have to give at some point.
Benefield all by himself once again, side by side for 2nd. Stone, Kruger. They are very close, leaning on each other. And spin in the back!
There they go!
That is Rich Petrucco, I believe, that went up on his side.
The 27 of Rich Petrucco was in there. I think that all started with the 27 and the 15 making a little bit of contact.
Andrew Schoutner in the middle of it, though.
Eric Wineland also involved. Is that Dalton Kelly, maybe?
I think what might have happened, I can't tell quite yet, but I believe that was an instance of Rich Petrucco being right there, not seeing the 18. He kind of drifts up just a little bit. The 18 drifts down, and they make contact. But you see Carl Felber was involved. Rich Petrucco got up on his side almost. The 18 of Shortner was in it. The 45 of Dalton Kelly sucked in as well. But plenty of guys able to miss it. And I do got confirmation there. Petrucco just did not know he was 3 wide. And just, it happens in that kind of racing. But we saw that all unfold. What an amazing run they had.
Yeah, Josh just got done saying it was bound to happen eventually, and there we saw the pack just kind of imploded off of turn 2, and there was a chaos ensuing. Looks like none of these guys up front are going to pit. First truck come down pit road about 8th place back.
And that is going to be Alonso Chicano. He is only one of just a couple of drivers that decide to come down. It is going to be Dalton Kelly and Rich Petrucco. Only 3
Both
drivers
with
come down.
Repairs. Here you saw Petrucco just used his fast repair.
Petrucco with a clean truck.
What's the strategy for him now, though, the rest of the race? Does he have to save until the end of the 3rd stage, pretty much?
I would think so. I would think that Petrucco wants to be careful. After seeing the way these guys have been racing up front, I think if you're Rich Petrucco, you definitely want to save your truck to have it there for the end, knowing that you've already used your fast repair. Normally, I would think Truco might be safe getting back up to the front, trying to race for the lead, but it's been very hectic out of these guys. And I think the smartest thing would be to lay back and watch the chaos ensue ahead.
Yeah, right now they're currently working on getting everything done, so we're working on getting everything kind of squared away here, making it ready to go.
I believe the 18 just popped down pit road again here as we get ready for this restart.
Andrew Shartner does elect to come down pit road. So lights on the pace car are off. Adam Benefiel electing to take the outside for the restart. Cameron Stone going to be on the inside. Stone will have Kruger lining up behind him, and Dustin Hall will be in fourth place, but actually Cameron Stone just allowed Michael Kruger to pass, so it looks like front row will be Adam Benefiel and Michael Kruger here. So we are coming to the green. Of course, stage 1 of this all-star race ends at lap 20. Pace car is in. And green flag back out. Great jump there for Benefiel. And Dustin Hall.
Yeah, and Cameron Stone was ready, and he gave a shot to Michael Kruger before I think Kruger was even accelerating, and it definitely stacked up the inside just a wee bit. Benefiel chops to the inside there into turn 1.
Kruger looking to the inside, trying to get enough momentum down the back straightaway going into turn 3. Kruger's going to get there to the inside of Benefiel. All the way down.
Stone was pushing great. Great push down the back straightaway, Josh.
Benefiel goes wide. And maybe a little bit of connection issues there for Benefiel. Benefiel still has lead though, gonna drop down in front of Michael Kruger. Here comes Dustin Hall on the outside of Michael Kruger. Looking in the back, Alonso Chicano with his tires. He is coming. Oh, we got a spin.
Dustin Hall around. Dustin Hall into the grass will bring up the second caution. And just like that, everything is going to shake up yet again.
Lucky not to collect multiple trucks and get his truck very wounded there. Spin in front of the field like that, but he was able to spin off into the grass and get out of everyone's way. Ooh, contact it looked like.
It's like maybe a little bump gone wrong from Cameron Stone, I believe.
It was in a really weird point in the corner where you're coming up off of turn 4 and trying to hit the straightaway just right, and that's what it looked like right here. We were talking about how great, of course, the one truck was running up until that point, all the way up into second position, guys, after making it in through the open race. And just only, 10 laps when he got up into the top 2?
Yeah, it did not take long at all for Dustin Hall to get up there. Fortunately for Dustin Hall, he did not collect any damage off of that. Everybody was able to stay off of him other than a little bit of the initial contact, but looks like the contact didn't do anything to his truck, so Dustin Hall, he's got hurt tires, but not a hurt truck, and he knows there's going to be another caution for the stage end very soon, so I don't think he's too worried about his tires at the moment.
Well, Josh, speaking of hurt tires, we mentioned Alonso Chicano, the only one to pit other than those involved in incidents, and he was flying through the field there on the fresh tires. It's going to put him on an odd sequence. Everyone else has 3 sets of tires laying in the pits for the stage breaks, but now Alonso only has 2 left, and we still got 3 stage breaks left. So he's going to have to, at some point, either save a set. Maybe next stage would probably be the safest bet, but he's got himself off sequence if this doesn't work out.
I think right now Chicano's just kind of thinking long run for the end of the race.
So when we get the green flag here, it will be, I believe, 6 or 7 laps to go here for this first segment. We've got the field kind of organized back where they were at the moment of caution. So that's going to put Benefield, Stone, Kruger, Fryer, and Gwilt as your top 5. So we'll definitely be exciting to see, because the big thing about this one is winner of this segment, segment 1, will start on pole for the final stage. So it's going to be big to win this stage if you can. So everybody's going to push hard here.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just about to bring that up, and that is exactly right. I just read that again, and that kind of makes me shocked that no one else kind of covered Alonso's strategy here of doing this, of protecting themselves to try and get the stage win. As crazy as it's been, that is going to be very valuable, like you mentioned, Dawson.
Yeah, that 25 current now, he's sitting 6th place. He's in a really good spot because he took tires, I believe. So him having taken those tires and being up here in the mix now, he's going to have a good shot at going for the stage win, the segment win, and starting on pole for the final stage.
It's definitely going to be interesting to see what Alonso Chicano can do with those fresh tires here on this restart to the end of the stage. Pace car is going to go to the safety pit road and once again turn these guys loose. Green flag in the air. A little calmer start there, but Alonso Chicano, he's already looking to the inside of 17, Craig Fryer.
For the 5th position, if he can get that position here, he trying to make the march forward. Joe Gwilt going to have an issue, impede his progress. They're 3 wide now. This is going to be for the 4th position.
Alonso's sliding on the bottom.
Michael Kruger contact with Cameron Stone. Goes up the track, able to recover, but Stone goes back to 2nd, Kruger back to 3rd.
So far, Alonso Chicano has not been able to get up there. He's tried. We got 3 wide for 3rd place. Craig Fryer.
Sent it into turn 1.
And that he did. Not able to have the grip down there. Now insert Alonso Chicano to the outside. Craig Fryer going to take that position. Now looking to get around Joe Gwilt.
With him comes the 69, Dale Leakus Jr. trying to make the move on the 17 of Craig Fryer. Can't quite get there, but now Alonso Chicano to the inside of the 37 of Joe Gwilt. This is for the 4th position.
They're running as a train up front right now, but it's Cameron Stone again peeking to the outside of Anna Bedingfield in the entry of turn 1. That's where he was trying to make his moves work early in the stage. Joe Gill all the way up by the board to the turn 1.
Lekas into the back of the 17. Around goes Fryer. Oscar Enriquez involved. And the 18 of Anders Shortner, I believe, piling in as well. And we're going to have another caution before the end of stage 1. Looked like a bit of netcode there almost between the 69 and the 17.
Well, we've been seeing Lekas slide up the track almost all race like that, and it's only a matter of time before he, unfortunately, ultimately sent someone spinning around. And luckily, it was only minor contact there, like you mentioned. Looked like netcode for sure between the two, but it does include several other trucks.
It's only going to be a couple lap dash now to the end of the stage. Once again, caution laps do not count. So once again, Alonso Chicano going to have another opportunity. Gain 2 positions all in all from that last restart after restarting in 6th place. Maybe a little bit of an easier time here trying to get up to the lead, but he's got 3 hungry drivers that have been driving super aggressively for that lead. Michael Kruger showed his hand that he wanted to pit, decided not to. And a few drivers in the back decided to pit.
They were having discussions on the race control radio on whether or not pit road was open due to how late we are in the stage. But since we are under pacing, race control, I guess, allowed them to open pit road.
So, Dawson, if you are in Alonso Chicano's position here, when stage ends, what do you do? Do you stay out and continue riding on the tires that you have, or do you come and take another set of tires? And Dawson is not available to answer right now, but I guess I'll answer my own question. I think if you are Alonso Chicano, you cannot pit with as little tire sets as they have in the pits. If you're Alonso Chicano, I think you've got to stay out. If he does win the stage, he will be starting first in the features. So at that point, I don't think he's too worried about anything, any kind of strategy other than just keeping his truck clean to get there, to have that lead to start the stage. So
Yeah, Josh, to add on, I think it all depends what he does here. If he wins this stage, then he can't pit. But if he doesn't win, then that completely throws a wrench into his strategy because it didn't work. But we saw him have issues on the last stage, so let's see what he can do here. On the last restart.
Josh, I know you were trying to ask me a question. Not too sure what you're asking me. I'm trying to get this field set up here because they've got me working double duty tonight. So we got the field set and ready to go. Benefield, Stone, Kruger, Chicano, Lekas. Actually, Wilt, then Lekas. That's the top 6 as they run.
So we are going to go back green. Just a couple laps left in the stage. And Benefield once again with the lead. And that pace car is pulling down pit road. Adam Benefield waiting for the restart zone, and he's going to go early. Great restart by Stone. And Chicano.
Almost maybe too good of a start. Looks like on the start, the only truck that got a black flag of any kind was a black flag. Gonna kind of monitor.
But Alonso Chicano using as much of the track as he possibly can, going way wide. He's looking for a huge run down the front straightaway.
23 launched directly before the box, so that might have been why it black flagged him. That was a close call. I didn't realize that I was still talking. But keeping up with everything here. The driver of the 83 launched just before the restart box, so it's very possible that it's going to give him a black flag. What we might do is we might see what happens here, but you see the 25 all over the 57 here, battling for the second position.
So dove it there into turn 3 and got very tight there with the aero wash into turn 3. Racing Cam Stone, they're very lucky to both survive as we get to the last couple laps here of the stage. Racing Dodo for P2. He was Michael Kruger right up to the back bumper of the 57.
Alonso Chicano still side by side on the bottom lane with Cameron Stone. Going to try to clear him going down the back straightaway. Chicano having the pole from the 83 of Adam Benefield. Still side by side for P2. They're going to make a little bit of contact. Stone all the way up the track, just barely staying out of the wall. Off turn 4, it's going to be Adam Benefield taking home stage 1 with Alonso Chicano P2 and Michael Kruger P3.
Oh, Stone is not happy with the 25. Coming right up to his back bumper, going to give him a bit of a nudge. He's going to turn the 25. Around goes Alonso Chicano.
Tempers flaring.
Yeah. Drama here, and this is only segment 1.
Alonso Chicano coming and getting his position back. Doesn't look like he's going to try any funny business getting around Cameron Stone. So here we are, Adam Benefield, winner of stage 1.
Well, as we mentioned earlier, guys, that means pole position for the final stage, that 10-lap sprint. So it's going to be very, very crucial for him to survive these next 50 laps or so, the next 40 laps to make it to that point in the race.
Pit road will be open. Drivers will be coming down this time. And I expect to see everybody coming on down. And it looks like Alonso Chicano also going to be coming down pit road.
Well, he just got spun out, so...
Looks like it is going to be 4 tires and fuel for everybody. Joe Wilt, though, I believe, first one off pit road, followed by Rich Petrucco. I think that Michael Kruger, second off pit road. See, Joe Gwilt stopped just after the exit of pit road. So currently I see Rich Petrucco, first truck out there. Lots of shuffling going around. So we have Mason Lowry, Carl Felver, Joe Gwilt, Rich Petrucco, and Michael Kruger. I believe is going to be the top 5. Yeah, there's still a lot of shuffling going on, guys. I apologize. Because now it appears Brett Bennett is first truck out there right now. So lights on the pace car are going to be off. And I'm wondering if there was a invert, as lights are back on. But it does appear, Adam, that there was an invert, and that right now has Brett Bennett as the first truck, with Dalton Kelly to his outside, Cameron Stone P3, Oscar Enriquez P4, and Andrew Shartner P5.
I'm not exactly quite sure what the invert is, Josh, but they've been going through the lineup a couple times in the voice chat, voice control has, and it seems like everyone's having a hard time still getting up in the right positions. So a few more pace laps, I think.
And once again, we remind you that tonight's payout, first place at the end of lap 70, will receive $40 and a Mardon Push to talk. And second place will get $25. Third place, $10. Tonight's open winner, which was the one truck of Dustin Hall, he received will receive a $10 payout for the open win. for stages tonight. 20 laps for the first 3 stages, 10 laps is the final stage for a total of 70 laps tonight. And lights on the pace car are still off, so I think we're going to be going green this time unless they do delay it. But these guys doing a great job making sure the lineup is all set. And with caution lamps not counting, they can take their time trying to get it sorted out. And I do believe Brett Bennett has chosen the outside lane for this restart. So Brett Bennett will be P1 here. Pace car is coming down to the safety up pit road. Brett Bennett will be control truck here. Inside the restart zone, green flag back in the air. And Brett Bennett already clear of Dalton Kelly. Dalton Kelly side by side with Oscar Enriquez for second. And here comes Michael Kruger.
He almost stepped all the way up by the wall there towards the mid-pack there. Kept it out of the fence, it looks like, but he's going to lose a couple spots to Carl Felver at least there down the back straightaway. You can see how much slower that red 20 is at the top right of the screen there, going down the back straightaway as we see the fight towards the lead into Turn 3. Michael Kruger all the way on the bottom of the track, and they're 3 wide for third.
That is just insane. Dustin Hall, bottom. Cameron Stone, middle. Oscar Enriquez, top. Enriquez out of it. Here comes Adam Benefield, inserting himself into the picture, into the middle. It's going to be super tight. 3 wide for second place. They are using the middle and the bottom of the track. All for second place.
Oh.
Hall backs out of it.
One truck got the wall there off of Turn 2.
Adam Benefield to the inside of Brett Bennett. Brett Bennett trying the crossover move.
He's right there. He's doing everything he can, trying to get the battle. You see here, side by side, touching, touring for the race lead.
Brett Bennett out front once again, going wide. It's going to allow Dustin Hall to come into the picture. Brett Bennett sideways, Hall sideways. Adam Benefield with the advantage here. Down the back straightaway, Michael Kruger, P2.
Really tight in the back, Cameron Stone, contact Lekas and Gwilt. Around goes to 69, Dale Lekas Jr. through the grass. And the caution flag will fly again.
Take a look back, see what happened there. Looks like Joe Gwilt may have gotten into Lekas there.
Looked like maybe running up on Cameron Stone, exiting Turn 4 is kind of what the catalyst of it was. He checked up, and you see the contact going into Turn 1 after the fact there between the 37 and 57 trucks.
This was after the caution was already out, I believe. Gwilt just getting into Stone a little bit there. Adam Benefield already back out front. It did not take long for him to get there.
And we asked if he was going to hang out in the back for the rest of the race. Obviously not. Wants to keep leading. Why not? He's still got a faster pair, so... why not continue and try and control the race, lead as much as you can?
Yeah, definitely. Being out front, feel like is the safest place sometimes, and he wants to continue to lead and shuffle things around for the end of the race.
And of course, he's well used to leading.
Yeah, he's got a really good track record here in the MardonPC.com Truck Series. Driver that likes to start in the back and work his way to the front as well. Lights on that pace car are off. Yeah, driver's going 2x2 here, but while we're talking about it, Mardon PC, you're looking for a PC, why not look at MardonPC.com. Custom PCs that are actually custom. And really good prices as well over there. And they do a lot more than PCs as well. You check out their website. One of tonight's prizes, of course, being Mardon Push to Talk. If you run out of buttons on your steering wheel, and you can buy a push talk and use that to free up one of the buttons on your steering wheel.
A great item that a couple people in this league could definitely use, a little push talk, so they can consider what they're going to say before they say it. But we're looking right now. Adam Benefield, Michael Kruger, side by side. Here we go. Green flag back out in the All-Star race.
Another great jump there for Benefield. Here comes Kruger, though. Dustin Hall. Actually, huge momentum gain into one. Going to clear Kruger and slide up in front of Kruger. And Adam Benefield going to lose it off turn 2, sliding. He saves it on the apron, but that costs him a ton of time. As he was
It's not going to worry him too much, though. I mean, he won the first segment, so a slide like that, you know, gets you out of all the issues. And you see there's more issues. Contact trouble. Alonso Chicano is blowing up. Contact with the 69 and the 21 sends Alonso Chicano in.
And they're making contact ending in the pit road still. Alonso Chicano and Eric Wineland here.
Yeah, drama heating up here after all the incidents. Just looking back and seeing what happened, the 69 just kind of drove it in deep. It looks like he might have drove it in a little too deep, and a little bit of net code, I think, is what did the both of them in, because there was not a lot of contact. But
wow, in that replay where we saw Adam Benefield sneak through there, we were watching him live when that all broke out, and just see 3 trucks with blown engines. They're all in turn 3, and wow. Pretty big impacts, but they were pretty lucky not to have, you know, more involved in that, the way that all shook out. But brand new truck for the 25, it looks like, and would not be surprised if the others had to do the same. Although we have, has Wineland already used his?
I don't believe Wineland has. But 69...
Yeah, he's not taking his. He is going to go right down.
well, looking at it here, Eric Wineland, it looks like he is out of here, so we'll have to see. And an update from Adam Benefield. He didn't just lose it. He lost the whole thing. The wheel came off, and he had to reconnect it, so that's why you saw that 83 slide to the bottom and lose it there.
I was going to say, that was a very odd-looking slide off the corner. Usually when you slide off a turn 2, you either spin it or you hit the wall, and he just kind of lazily slid towards the bottom of the track, guys. And very impressive way he was able to maneuver through that crash if he had no steering wheel mounted.
I'm wondering if he was taking some notes from Dale Earnhardt Jr. with the wheel off and trying to steer it. That was very impressive not to get any damage out of that. props to him. Adam Benefield there. So Dustin Hall is going to be your race leader when we restart this race. Michael Kruger, familiar sight, being up front, P2. Brett Bennett, P3. Lights on, pace car are off. We are 1 to green. This race already has had a lot of action.
We're not even halfway through yet, Josh. We got a long way to go yet, just in this stage.
Yeah, only green flag laps count, of course. And we restarted this stage. Stage 2 started on lap 21. We are on lap 26. Still,
maybe caution lap should have counted after all here.
pace car gonna make its way down pit road, turn these guys loose, and Dustin Hall will have the restart. Inside the restart zone, he gasses it up. Green flag back in the air. We're gonna be side by side P3. That's gonna be Brett Bennett and Mason Lowry.
Kruger tucked in line right behind Dustin Hall. Right there on that restart, he's got a pretty decent sized advantage over Brett Bennett, who now slides for that third position. They're going to be 3 wide down the back straightaway for a moment. Joe Groat thinks better of it, tucks in line behind Brett Bennett.
3 wide move back in the back. Adam Benefield to the inside of Cameron Stone and Oscar Enriquez. That is going to be for the 7th position. He does it with ease. He is trying to move back through the field to get to the front once more.
Trying to drag, or not trying to, but is bringing Alonso Chicano with him. He got held up in that corner, turn 3 and 4, couldn't make it to the bottom like Adam Benefield did. Got stuck behind the 57 of Cameron Stone. Once again on fresh tires for that 25, so he's going to be slicing through the field like the 83 is just ahead of him. Again, making moves on the bottom lane.
Yeah, going again 3 wide with Joe Guelt to the outside in the middle. Petrucco on the outside with the 83 of Adam Benefield to the inside, trying to make as many spots as he can up as this race goes on under green flag conditions.
And Adam Benefield. Let's slide up a little bit. Side by side for the lead, though, as Michael Kruger to the inside, Dustin Hall.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Right there.
83 driving it in. I was trying to say, yeah, the way this 83's been able to wrap the bottom line and just make it work here has been nothing short of impressive as he continues his charge to the inside of Brett Bennett. This is for 4th.
These drivers are driving like it's the last lap of a race at Daytona.
Yeah, and for a moment it looked like they were racing harder for 4th than they were for that side-by-side battle for the lead.
And the thing I'm noticing here from all of this, Adam Benefield wants to go to the front. The thing is, him winning this stage is not going to do much in the grand scheme of things. You know, he'll just have a second stage win. He'll win the second segment. He won't get any benefits from that because he's already won the first segment. He's going to be starting on pole, but now he's trying to battle for the front. Dustin Hall in the lead. Here comes Brett Bennett on the inside with a huge run.
Man, they almost pinballed Michael Kruger out of the way there, but he tucks in line in front of Benefield, who gives him a shot going into turn 3.
A little bit of contact between the 14 and 47. Benefield's going to dive it in, make it 3 wide for second. Here comes the 83 marching to the front of the field.
A couple of other drivers going all the way down to that apron. That was Rich Petrucco and Alonso Chicano. 3 wide for second place, though.
Man, the 41er Kruger almost squeezed Bennett out of the way there down the front straightaway.
Contact, feeling Bennett. Got it in the left rear. He moves him up to the middle lane. They're still 3 wide for second.
Adam Benefield!
Around.
He's going to just get tagged on the front of Brett Bennett's nose, and an amazing save out of Adam Benefield. And it looks like some sportsmanship there for Cameron Stone. Give a little push there to Adam Benefield. Get him back up and running. Back up to the lead.
That 83 was trying to get clear of the 47. Brett Bennett drove it in a little bit deeper than Benefield was expecting, and that allowed for that 47 to get right there, and that's what caused the 83 to slide. But what a save by Adam Benefield. Drops him all the way back to 10th now, but I don't see why it wouldn't take him too long to get back up to the front. Oh, contact up front! Dustin Hall into the back of the 14! The 41, excuse me! Michael Kruger with a little nudge from Dustin Hall. He's able to recover. Here comes Joe Gwilt into second place.
And he's got a huge run going into turn 1, trying to go for the lead, but he's got no help.
Mason Lowry to the bottom. And Dustin Hall going to the inside.
3 wide. This is for the 6th position. It's Carl Felver, Brett Bennett, Rich Petrucco. Down the back straightaway they go. They are still 3 abreast heading into 3 and 4.
Meanwhile, we look at the battle for the lead, and Joe Gwilt behind Michael Kruger all down the front straightaway. Kruger continuing to use that outside lane. Kruger with a huge advantage over Mason Lowry down the back straightaway now. Kruger reeling in that one machine of Dustin Hall. Going to be to his back bumper entering turn 3. Kruger elects to stay high. Dustin Hall goes down to the bottom. Kruger looked to make a move to the bottom, now looking high. Trying to get to the outside of Dustin Hall. They are going to be side-by-side entering 1. Kruger trying to use that advantage, now looking low.
Tried the crossover, couldn't really make anything work with it, but he's got to run down the back straightaway entering turn 3. Can he make it stick there if he pulls a slide job here on Dustin Hall? But the Joe Gwilt's going to send it in there and spin the 1 truck.
Wilder around, Lowry around.
And Gwilt spins later down the track. Wow.
Benefield just got involved. Heavy damage on the front of that 83.
Track. Wow.
What happened here?
Chain reaction all gone wrong up front. Joe Gwilt sent it into turn 3 trying to make it stick underneath Dustin Hall, and contact was made between the two.
Oh, Benefield right into the 15 of Carl Felver, just clobbered him and sent him into the inside wall as well.
Oh, man.
Massive contact.
Oh, Felver was an innocent bystander to begin with, and like you mentioned, Dawson, Benefield came out of nowhere too. Wow.
So we're going to have to sort this out, the running order after this one. A massive accident that started with the 37 of Joe Gwilt getting it a little too hot. Gets into Dustin Hall, and after that, the chain reaction takes out him. Mason Lowry, Carl Felver, and Adam Benefield, all with damage after that one.
Your race leader will be Michael Kruger with Alonso Chicano, Rich Petrucco, Brett Bennett. Chicano electing to come down pit road, though.
Well, guys, we've been talking about it all night, how these crashes have been not able to take out big names and create bigger messes, and that was not one of them, unfortunately. It looked like it was going to be an innocent small spin from Dustin Hall, and he overcorrected, made big contact with the outside wall, and like we just saw, Grote did the same and collected so many other trucks that contending for the lead, for the win, like Benefier and Felver. Luckily, we got the resets, of course, the fast repairs, but yeah, it's going to be huge dynamic here, though, with them only having now just one truck left for the last half of this race.
Right now it appears Joe Gwilt still down pit road. 45 of Dalton Kelly rolling down pit road to exit. I believe that is going to be Mason Lowry. Exiting pit road, and Carl Felver with heavy damage. I believe he blew his engine. And, you know, yes, there is a fast repair. But when you blow your engine and stopped on the track, you still have to tow it around, and that takes a lot of time. And I'm not so sure if Carl Felver even has his fast repair left. I believe Felver may have taken it early, this one already. A couple of other drivers coming down pit road. But the lights on the pace car are off. We are, once again, 1 to green. Michael Kruger, leader, choosing the bottom with Rich Petrucco. To the outside, Brett Bennett lining up P3. And Dustin Hall lining up P4. We already know, guys, who's going to start P1 for the final segment of this race. P2 is still up for grabs. And right now it's in Michael Kruger's favor. He's been running up front all night long. Rich Petrucco back up there. Brett Bennett, you know he's aggressive. You know Bennett's going to want that second spot. Dustin Hall doing a great job continuously running up front in this race as well. As they're working their way through 3 and 4. We're going to go green with 5 laps to go until the end of stage number 2. Pace car makes its way down to pit road. Michael Kruger will have the command inside the restart zone. He waits. He finally gives the loud pedal a push. And already clear for that number 41. But here comes Rich Petrucco outside of Brett Bennett for P2.
One truck is slow. That drops him back. Michael Kruger out front. Petrucco and Bennett, a history between the two of these. They're running P2 and 3 side by side down the back, trying to catch up to the 41 of Michael Kruger.
Petrucco did not give much room to Brett Bennett. Entering turn 3. He washed up. They're going to be real tight. We got 3 wide for 4th place. That is Alonso Chicano, Dale Leakes, and Oscar Enriquez. Oscar Enriquez going to back out of it. Dale Leakes to the outside still of Alonso Chicano. And Alonso trying to get underneath Rich Petrucco for P3.
Bennett trying to hold off Petrucco, coming into the back straightaway. He thought about moving down, couldn't quite do it. Here comes the 27 to the inside. This is for P2. Now, if you notice, the 25 of Alonso Chicano, he pit under that caution as well, so could be fresher tires trying to play a factor here as he goes to the inside of Petrucco for second.
Kruger's going to block that 25, who is indeed on fresh rubber. Can't hold him off here for long, but he's going to be defending that inside lane going into turn 1, but Chicano's going to give him a shot right into the corner.
Shoving him in through the corner that allows Petrucco to the outside to get by the 25. Here they come down the back straightaway. Petrucco wants to run. Chicano tries to fall in line. Bennett still to the outside. Here comes Rich Petrucco trying to make a move for the race lead. Kruger is blocking like crazy.
So looking so far for that 41 truck, but Rich Petrucco with a huge run on the outside of turn 4 on the outside. Chicano on the inside now. Stuck in the middle is the 41.
He tried to block him. He tried to block the 27 in the corner, just couldn't quite do it. And now Alonso Chicano is going to take the race lead.
They were 3 wide for the lead all down the front straightaway. Going to be 3 wide once again. Not quite. Kruger trying the crossover. And they're going to make some contact down the back straightaway as Chicano and Kruger, maybe a little bit more going into turn 3. That time they stayed off of each other, but here comes Rich Petrucco to the outside of Kruger. Not a lot of room. Petrucco washes up. Now Petrucco is going to have Brad Bennett to his inside.
Such a big track, but you said it. There is no room. There is no give, only take. And that's what the 21 of Michael Kruger is trying to do. He's trying to take everything he can get. But right now, he sees a 25 up in his windshield, and he's starting to try to sneak away just a little bit. He's got no time left. He's going to have to get something done down the back straightaway.
This is the final lap for the second stage. Alonso Chicano trying to break that draft down the back straightaway. Kruger is close. I don't think he's going to be close enough, and especially riding behind Alonso Chicano, who now goes up top. Off turn 4, it is going to be Alonso Chicano, Michael Kruger, Rich Petrucco. Top 3 for the stage.
Bit of snappy words over the radio between Rich Petrucco and Alonso Chicano. Not happy with each other after some of the blocks that were thrown. So we'll see what happens as this race continues on. Petrucco threatening, saying, if you block like that again, I'm not lifting.
I believe that's just going to be commonplace between these two. It has been all season, and of course the emotion's going to boil over in the All-Star race when money's on the line. We've seen it already tonight, so no surprise there between those two. As we get ready, just 2 stages left, guys. 30 laps to go.
This race has been so intense. So far, we still have 2 stages left before the end of this thing, and we crown an all-star winner. Right now, 2 drivers that have locked themselves position on the front row. Adam Benefiel and Alonso Chicano. Chicano, of course, winner of stage 2. Chicano's definitely hurting for tires here after the strategy that he's done for this race, but Chicano coming down pit road.
So, as they pit here, we are going to wait till they cycle out of pit road. Then we're going to hit that big randomize button, and we're going to set our roster here for this next segment. Josh, I believe you've got our winner of segment 2 with you, ready to talk about that run.
Yeah, Alonso Chicano. This is the boys in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you guys.
Well, winner of stage number 2. You had a chance to go for stage win. Didn't quite work out for you, but able to take it home in stage 2. So tell us what it's like out there at the moment.
It's fun. This is a real cool race in here. Yeah, I mean, of course, we are on a kind of different pit strategy as everyone else, which we hardly aren't, it seems like. But it's been a lot of fun racing here. Got some people complaining about racing hard for some reason, but besides that, it's been a lot of fun.
Well, you know that you have the second starting position for the final stage. So, does that change some strategy for you moving forward in this third stage before the final stage?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to kind of keep it clean this next stage here until we get to lap 60, and then it's game on after that.
All right, well, we'll let you get back up in there talking with your team and make sure you get this your spot sorted out here for this next stage. So won't keep you here long, but good luck to you for the rest of the race, and maybe we'll talk to you later.
All right, thank you guys. Thanks for having me.
And that was Alonso Chicano, driver of the number 25 for CFM, Craig Felver Motors. While these drivers are all shuffling through, it looks like 37 Joe Wilt may have the lead here. Jeffrey Armistead to his outside. Michael Kruger P3, Cameron Stone P4, Brett Bennett will be P5, and Dale Leakes, who's had a loud night tonight, looks to be in P6. And Stone and Kruger swapping positions, so it looks like Stone P3, Kruger P4. Leakes P5, Brett Bennett P6, Alonso Chicano 7. Andrew Shartner lining up on his outside. Dustin Hall, Craig Fryer, Mason Lowry, and Rich Petrucco.
In case you need your...
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Hey, in case you need your starting grid, it's Gwilt, Armistead, Stone, Kruger, Lucas, Bennett, Shartner, Chicano, Fryer, Hall is the top 10. Through the randomizing of it all, Felber and Wineland are currently out of it. Wineland out of the session entirely. I think Felber is just done for the day. 5 laps down right now after using that second wreck, after using the fast repair, I think. So 15's down for the count, but we still got 15 trucks on the track.
Yeah, that pace car is in. Joe Gwilt, the control truck, he's going to wait. And now he gets on the gas. Michael Kruger on the back bumper of Jeffrey Armistead, trying to give him a big push down the front stretch. Oh, Alonso Chicano. Got a little squirrely there down the back straightaway.
A little more squirrely up ahead. Brett Bennett bubbling through 3 and 4, able to recover and keep it straight, but he lost a couple spots there after that one. And Rich Petrucco looking to the inside of Dale Leakes.
for the 5th position.
And that one truck got sideways there. Had such a huge run, had to get out of it because he would have slid up into that 69. That's allowed the 56 of Mason Lowry to get back into this thing. Oh, around! Sideways to 41. Michael Kruger sliding. He's going to save it on the apron. Contact with Cameron Stone. He kept it straight. He's going to drop positions, but holy mother of Christ, what a save by Michael Kruger.
That was a really great save there.
And while all that happened, Jeffrey Armistead is now to the point in that number 20 Bucky's truck. He's had a nice little run here coming into this All-Star race, so it's cool to see him out front now, lead a couple laps in the Bucky's Mobile. Jeffrey Armistead, P1, and then, of course, Joe Wilt there in P2. Another good story coming here, needing a good run, and he's getting one right now, running in that P2 spot, battling with Armistead for this race lead here in segment number 3.
Things are calm up front, but crazy in the back. 3 wide. Cameron Stone bottom. Stone backs out of it. And that is Adam Benefield and Brett Bennett as well. The other drivers that were part of that 3 wide. Benefield up to P6.
Up to P6, not quite running away from that 47 of Brett Bennett yet, but they're pulling back up with the race leaders back here in the back, a little bit further back. Battle for 9th and 8th, it looks like. Even Cameron Stone, Dale Leakus, Michael Kruger, Craig Fryer all in that mix right now, as they're continuing to try to battle and swap spots. Michael Kruger trying to make his way back to the front after that incident with Cameron Stone, and right now they're running 8th and 9th, so you'll see the 41 try to make the move to the inside of Stone to go by, and that is for 8th place. And up front, though, Rich Petrucco up to P2 to the inside of Jeffrey Armistead going for the race lead.
Rich Petrucco going to have Dustin Hall behind him trying to help give a little draft. They're going to be so tight going into turn 1. Jeffrey Armistead still to the outside, losing a little bit of ground.
Trucco couldn't fully clear. That allowed Armistead to stay with him there on the outside lane. But through 3 and 4 here, I think this 27 might just be fully clear. Might be able to pull him in front. Look in the back here. Adam Benefield's using the middle lane to go by the 56 and the 37. 3 wide. This is for P4. And Benefield's going to go for both spots. Now he looks to hook up with Dustin Hall and Rich Petrucco to go for 3rd.
When he got hosed there, he had no push down the back straightaway from Joe Guel. And that impressive move from Adam Benefield as he continues to make spots uphill down the front straightaway really hurt the 20 truck to try and continue and hold that lead, while Dustin Hall's on the outside looking for the lead here. Can't quite do it.
Behind his teammate Dustin Hall, but they're both trailing Richard Shurko. Now you see them both go to the outside of the 27. He's gonna have to pull back up top to try to block this run, but they're all lined up top. It's like it's gonna be a freight train to the outside of Rich Petrucco. You see the one at Dustin Hall trying to make it work. Adam Benefield kind of bouncing in that middle lane between the two. And here we go down the back straightaway. Petrucco's gonna stay clear, but Hall's gonna have the run. Does he try the crossover? No, he stays in line and pushes the 27 down the back straightaway.
Side by side for 4th place. Armistead, Wilt. But Rich Petrucco still leading this. Dustin Hall not really trying to make a move at the moment to get around Rich Petrucco. One thing, guys, we were talking about was these guys, they're running a fixed setup, but it is a custom fixed setup or an open fixed setup. running an EPI set, and you look at the top, at least that I know of, 3, Petrucco, Hall, and Benefiel, they are all a part of EPI and very used to running the sets. But Joe Gwilt trying to make a move to the inside of the 83. Adam Benefiel. They are side by side out of turn 2 and now down the back straightaway. Give Jeffrey Armstead an advantage.
Just have no speed when you don't have any truck behind you with that push down the back straightaway like we just saw Joe Grote was door to door with the 83, and now he's going to get stuck here racing the 20, possibly even more trucks here down the front straightaway now with even no push down this straightaway. So we saw it in Benefit trying to make spots up front. But still, Rich Petrucco leading Dustin Hall, but Dustin Hall to the outside of the 27.
As Dustin Hall goes to the outside, battling for the race lead with Rich Petrucco. As he clears, I look back a little bit further back, and who do I see in this front pack? The 41 of Michael Kruger has caught back up with this lead pack. He is currently scored 8th, but he's caught back up with this group, so he is back in the mix here for this third segment.
Great drive out of Kruger. The only thing I can think of is that these guys have been slowing each other down so much that has really helped out the 41. Kruger catching back up. Kruger trying to get around the outside of Joe Gwilt. And he is right behind Brett Bennett. They are side by side for P4. That is going to be Mason Lowry, who now tucks in between 47 of Brett Bennett. Adam Benefiel ahead, but Jeffrey Armstead looking to the inside of Brett Bennett.
83 drives it in so deep at the corners there in 3 and 4, and you'll see he tries to make some ground up on Rich Petrucco in the second position. Now, the 41 to the back of the 47. Michael Kruger now shoves Brett Bennett through to 5th and 6th, and you see now some people are finding some tango partners to see if they can't work with them. The EPI guys all working together up front, but Mason Lowry's trying to disrupt them here in the 4th position.
Yeah, Mason Lowry has snuck up to 4th. He was at the tail end of this train, and as Michael Kruger continues to pick up these positions, Mason Lowry did the same up to P4, like we just mentioned. And there you see Brett Bennett and the 40 and the 41 truck trying to gain ground up here, running the higher line through 3 and 4, while Adam Benefit continues to try and run that yellow line through the turn 3.
Move to the inside. Michael Kruger to the inside of Brett Bennett with Jeffrey Armstead on his back bumper now. You see it's kind of like tandems forming. The 1 and the 27, the 83 and the 56, they kind of stay in that line, but they're running together. Michael Kruger sleeping up the track a little bit, almost into Brett Bennett. Able to keep it off him, though. But he's going to lose the spot back to the 47. Just watching this as it continues on here. Very much kind of eased up here as we're getting down to 5 to go here in segment number 3.
Yeah. This is by far the longest run of the race, so we probably won't expect them to run like this at the end of the 4th and final stage. What do you guys think?
Yeah, with a 10-lap shootout to determine the winner here, I don't think it's going to be as nice and neat as this one has been. I think it's going to be a little more hectic and a little more go time for some of the guys out back. But we'll have to see, of course, the way it's going to work. The stage 3 finishes. We're going to cycle up the winners of the stages up to the front, and then after doing that, we're going to randomize the field. Actually, no, I think what it is, we're not randomizing. I believe actually what we're doing is we're just moving them up to the front, and then after that we will pit, and then however we cycle out is the way we cycle out. That's the way this is going to finish here. So we'll see what happens. As you see, Rich Petrucco back to the inside of Dustin Hall for P1. Here they go into turn 1. Rich Petrucco wants the lead back.
Can he do it with no push, Josh? He's diving to the inside all by himself, and he's going to be able to clear the 1 truck.
Not for long. The crossover attempt might come for the 1 at Dustin Hall. He's going to have the run off the corner. He looks to the inside of Rich Petrucco, side by side now for the race lead.
Mason Lowry with a push to that 1. He's not close enough, but he's at least aiding in the air. He's going to be able to try and pass Adam Benefield. Indeed, he does, but Benefield looks back on the inside of turn 3.
Oh, very close between the 56 and the 83. And now here come Bennett and Kruger with Armstead and Gwilt in tow.
If you're just tuning in, this is the calmest it has been all race, and this doesn't look calm at all. And Kruger sliding up, trying to keep it off Benefiel, losing a ton of time down the back straightaway. Going to slot in behind Joe Gwilt in front of Armistead, but meanwhile up front, Dustin Hall with the lead. Here comes Rich Petrucco trying to look to the outside. Not enough space. Petrucco goes down to the bottom. Now using that apron. Coming back up on the track. They're going to be side by side. Hall with the advantage right now. But Petrucco with the run entering turn 1.
And the big thing here, just about 2 laps to go here in stage number 3. This is the battle for what would be the 3rd position heading onto pit road, and everybody wants to battle for it. All 3 of these drivers want that advantage if they can get it, because they know they're going to get cycled back at least 2 positions from Chicano and from Benefiel, so they want to get as much as they can out of it. This is the last lap of segment 3. Petrucco leads, Hall second. Mason Lowry has pulled his way up to 3rd. Can he try to make a one last ditch move to go for the segment win?
Dustin Hall looking to the inside. He's going to be sideways. Once again, sideways.
Turn 2.
Holds up the 56 of Mason Lowry. Rich Petrucco needed just that to be able to run away with it. Coming down into 3 and 4 for the final time in this segment. Mason Lowry's going to try to drive it in deep. Hall's going to drive it in on the outside, but it's not going to matter. It's only going to be for 2nd place. Rich Petrucco is going to come through. He will win segment 3, and he will start, or at least come to pit road 3rd, under that caution flag.
I think
3 wide for 5th position, I believe.
I think Dustin Hall got P2, Mason Lowry P3. That was very, very close. So Adam Benefiel, stage 1 winner. Lonzo Chicano, stage 2 winner. And Rich Petrucco, winner of stage number 3 here in the All-Star race at Michigan International Speedway.
The way this is going to work, Adam Benefiel and Alonso Chicano will shuffle to the front of the field. After this, live pit stops. So you're pretty much, if you can get off pit road ahead of somebody else, you're getting off ahead of somebody else. So that's what we're going to see happen here, is the battle on pit road. Now, of course, this is the benefit of winning stage 1 and 2, is that you get to be up front of all this. You don't have to worry too much about this pit stop, because you get to come in 1 and 2. So we'll have to see what happens here with this shakeup. So a mandatory stop. Everybody must at least stop in their pit stall and then go, so they can do whatever they please. Pit road is open. Let's see what happens. Coming on to pit road, the pit stop at the end of it here. Who's going to come away with the lead with just 10 laps to go for the final segment of the All-Star race?
I think everybody is at least going to take 2 tires. I think the smart thing would be to take 4, but we may see some strategy somebody think may work out. Ooh, Rich Petrucco overshot his stall a little bit.
Watching the race off pit road. It's going to be a close one at the line. It's going to be Alonso Chicano beating off the 83 of Adam Benefiel, Dustin Hall, Joe Gwilt, Mason Lowry, Brett Bennett, Rich Petrucco. Then I believe it's Craig Fryer, the 41 of Michael Kruger. Then I think it's the 69 of Dan Leakis Jr., Oscar Enriquez, Dalton Kelly, and Jeffrey Armistead. That's how they file off pit road. And just like that, Alonso Chicano makes use of that segment win. He will assume the race lead, but as they pace around here, why don't we talk to the guy who finished P1 in segment 3. Let's see if we can talk to our segment 3 winner. Hey, Rich Petrucco, this is Dawson up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Dawson, how you doing?
Alrighty, well, you got the segment 3 win, but issues on pit road cycle you back to about 6th place. What's your strategy here for these final 10 laps about going for it?
Survive. I don't know. That's all we can do. It's just, it's going to be all out.
Alrighty, you had a lot of exciting racing going on throughout this run. It's been very clean. How do you think these last 10 laps are going to go?
I think we're going to have a few cautions. Guys used up a couple of fast repairs that have been waiting. I know Cam's been running around with damage and used his up. Only 10 laps. I think everybody's just going to be full tilt the whole way.
Well, we'll let you get back to it here. Hope to talk to you later here. Best of luck.
I appreciate it.
And that was Rich Petrucco, your segment 3 winner. So Alonso Chicano won the race off pit road. Adam Benefield coming off P2. Then Dustin Hall, Joe Gwilt, Mason Lowry, Rich Petrucco. Then it's Craig Fryer, Michael Kruger, Dale Leakus Jr., Oscar Enriquez, Dalton Kelly, Jeffrey Armistead. Brett Bennett is out to the back, as is Cameron Stone, because Brett Bennett speeding on pit road. So that sends him to the back.
Costly mistake that you cannot have with 10 laps to go in a race, especially a race like the All-Star race where there is a lot on the line as far as cash prizes.
Well, you never know how it may go. Maybe a blessing in disguise if everyone is on a full tilt here on this restart. 10 to go. Money's on the line, like you mentioned, but 10 green flag laps. That could be a long time. Pace car's off.
The pace car is in pit road. Alonso Chicano with the command, and he is going to hit the loud pedal. Get off to a great restart here. Now it is side by side for P2. Dustin Hall to the inside of Adam Benefield.
Rich Petrucco sending it to the inside of Joe Gwilt. This will be for P4 if he can make this pass stick. He is trying to the inside if he can. Here we go. Battling now. The race lead. Alonso Chicano, but here comes Dustin Hall.
Dustin Hall with a huge push from Adam Benefield. Hall is going to try to clear Chicano. He isn't able to. It's very tight. Chicano now not
wrecking, huge wreck. Joe Gwilt just got launched into the stratosphere. Oh my goodness.
Caution's out with 9 to go. He lands right back into the infield, right past the pit exit. He's going to tow back to the garage, but my goodness, what a vicious flip.
Joe Gwilt has gone to space after that one. A scary incident after he gets contact with the wall. It just sent him for a ride. Man, that 37 went airborne, and he is gone.
Looked like maybe a little bit of contact with Kruger.
Definitely an odd one, to say the least. Don't think I've quite seen one flip like that before, guys.
But Joe Gwilt not happy with the 41 of Michael Kruger. Some choice words over the radio for the driver of the 41.
I'm sure his view looked insane from that.
So it looked like Dustin Hall able to get the lead. Alonso Chicano P2.
Looks like actually they're freezing the lineup, so it would put Benefield up to second, Chicano to third. Dawson is right now, since he is the only guy able, other than you, Josh, who is running the broadcast, of course, to look at the race going on right now. He is setting the lineups, so that's why we've been having like, these extended yellows, but I think he's got everything sorted around here. See a few trucks coming down pit road though now, Josh.
And it looks like it is going to be... Of course, 37 down pit road of Joe Gwilt. Michael Kruger came down pit road. Dale Leakus. A couple of other trucks down pit road. That is Andrew Shartner, who is 15 laps down, and Carl Felver, 26 laps down. Both those drivers are retired out of this race.
So just 8 laps to go. 2 laps, and we had an incident there that's going to wipe out another driver from the running of this one with Joe Gwilt on pit road after going sky high after the contact with that wall. He got a little bit of the worst end that we saw Mason Lowry get. Lowry, of course, when he made contact, he just got stuck in the wall, but the driver of the 37 was not so lucky. He went for a bit of a ride. Dustin Hall, who had the race lead at the moment of caution, is going to choose the top lane. Anna Benefield to his inside in P2. Then you've got Alonso Chicano P3, Rich Petrucco P4. Then Oscar Enriquez and Mason Lowry make up that third row. Lowry is P5, Enriquez P6. Then it's the 17 of Craig Fryer, the 57 of Cameron Stone, the 20 of Jeffrey Armistead, the 45 of Dalton Kelly, the 47 of Brett Bennett, the 41 of Michael Kruger, and the 69 of Dale Leakus Jr. That is the field still in the running for this 13 trucks. Continuing on here as we get ready to get the restart. "13 trucks. All our picks except for Josh's look like are still in, so me and Adam are currently still in the running for this one. Josh, who's your pick change going to be?
Oh, man. I'm not even sure. There's been so many drivers running up front that are doing a great job. If I have to pick one, I'm going to say Dustin Hall. As Dustin Hall is the control truck here. Inside the restart zone, Dustin Hall gets on loud pedal.
Already fanning out towards the back of the pack. They were defending for every position, it seems like, out there. Just 7 laps to go in Michigan.
Things looking calm right now. Top 4, Hall, Benefield, Petrucco, Chicano. Benefield trying to make a move to the inside of Dustin Hall. Not able to just yet, as they're coming to the line for 6 laps to go. Meanwhile, Cameron Stone to the inside of Alonso Chicano, 4P4.
I wouldn't be too shocked if the 83 and the 1 and the 27 stayed in line until later on, but the 27 is trying for the move now. He's to the inside, trying to make a move on the race leader, Dustin Hall.
Not able to get to Hall's inside, and that's going to help out Adam Benefield. But here comes Cameron Stone, giving Rich Petrucco a big push down the back straightaway.
Oh, Pachuco
Petrucco.
split up.
Hang on to it now. Cameron Stone to the back bumper, the 27. Here they come down the front straightaway. 5 laps remaining here at Michigan for the All-Star race.
Push from Benefield to the back bumper of Hall. They cleared Petrucco easily into turn 1, but Petrucco's fighting back. And now too much of a push. Maybe he got squirrely there in the center of the 1 and 2 from a push from Stone.
Here comes Alonso Chicano to the outside, making the run to P3.
Petrucco getting held up really slowed up Mason Lowry, who was making a lot of time though before that, while they raced up front continuing to battle for the lead.
Ooh, Petrucco almost into Chicano there. The battle for third still heating up. Here comes the 25 and the 57 Alonso Chicano. Cameron Stone making a charge to the front.
Alonso Chicano looking to the inside of Adam Benefield now. Try and take that second position away. And it's not going to work out for him as Cameron Stone side by side on that outside.
And look who else is coming through. Michael Kruger is up to P5, just past the 27 of Rich Petrucco. He is going for everything he got. He is pushing hard. A shot from the back for the 27 around to the inside. The 27 saves it. Here we go, still green. 3 laps to go here in Michigan.
Kruger was just on pit road this last caution. Wonder if he had saved a set of tires and bolted on some freshies. He's getting under attack from Dale Likas. He was also on pit road this last yellow.
They're pushing hard, but are they out of time? It's going to be close. As you see, the 1 in 83 still linked nose to tail, pushing down the back straightaway, heading for turn 3.
Definitely going to run out of time if they keep racing each other this hard for P5. Here comes Don Kelly up into the mix. That's the battle for P5. Now fourth with Alonso Chicano slipping up the corner. 2 laps to go.
Cameron Stone is right here with the top 3. It's Dustin Hall. He had to win his way in from the open. He is currently running P1. Adam Benefield, your segment 1 winner. He is running P2. And how about Cameron Stone? He started off the season with 3 straight wins. He is P3.
Alonso Chicano
a lap and a half to go.
Alonso Chicano doing a great job holding off Likas and Kruger. Likas to the inside of Chicano. Likas.
Ooh, driving in. He's going to lean on him. And Stone to the outside of Benefield. Here we go. Coming, spinning in the back. The 17s are on the 27 spinning. Are we going to get the white? Yes, we are. 1 more lap to go. Petrucco and Fryer around in the back. It's not going to matter. We're coming to the finish. Adam Benefield to the inside. Going to try to make the run on Dustin Hall. Here comes Likas trying to clear Chicano. He's sideways in the corner. Can't quite get it. The run now off the corner. Here comes Cameron Stone for the lead.
Nowhere to go to. He's got to push the 1 of Dustin Hall. They're 3 wide back there, but it's all Dustin Hall up front. Okay, trying to hold off Adam Benefield.
Truck goes around. That is Michael Kruger who goes around, but it doesn't matter. It is going to be a photo finish to win this race. I believe it's going to be Dustin Hall. It is so close. Hall has it. Benefield, P2.
Credit.
Wow.
Stone into Hall, into Benefield at the end of that race. It was 8 1,000ths of a second was the difference at the line for Dustin Hall to win the Mardon PC All-Star race. He sweeps tonight, he wins the Open, and he wins the All-Star race. What a drive by this one truck.
Number 1 all night for Dustin Hall.
Man, Benefield came so close also, just running that bottom lane, worked for him all night, and he just came so close on getting the job done when it mattered. What an amazing finish that was. That was going to be a very classic finish, guys. What do you think?
That was incredible. I just got to say that one truck at Dustin Hall, of course he's going to win it after I don't pick him to win. Man. But a big win for the one truck at Dustin Hall. He wins the All-Star race after having to win his way in from the Open. Teammate Adam Benefield in a photo finish, finishing P2. You see them celebrating together here on the front straightaway. What a race and what a run by the two teammates from Team Conti. They'll sweep the 1-2 here at Michigan.
Let's go ahead and see if we can show that finish.
Just coming through 3 and 4, the 83 had to move down to try to hold off the run from the 57, and I believe that might have been what helped the driver of the one, Dustin Hall, to win that race. Very, very close that was at the line there. Man.
That was the finish. And
while that was the finish, what could have possibly changed all of that, if you go back, coming to the white flag, the 17 and the 27 tangled out of 3 and 4. That's what I was kind of wondering if that was going to put us in a position to not see the checkered flag fall, the white flag fall. The 17 and the 27 contact through the corner. You see there, just driving it in, and around goes the 17 and the 27, hooking him. And they both slide onto the apron, and they stayed off the racing surface. I believe that is why there was no yellow flag thrown before the white flag was taken. And that's what put the 17 and 27 so far back in the running order. I believe there was a crash coming out of 4 as well on the checkered flag lap there. On the white flag lap, there was a bit of a battle that wound up going bad.
that set us up for this finish here. Let's go ahead and bring in our third place finisher, Cameron Stone. Dawson, I believe you have a copy on him.
Indeed I do. Hey, Cameron Stone, this is Dawson up in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, well, a third place finish, not really where you wanted to finish at the end of the day, but still a podium and still nets you a bonus there at the end of it. What was that last run like, that last 8 laps or so?
Well, we got a little damage there at the end of stage 1. Took some left front damage there, got into an altercation with Chicano. Decided to save the one fast repair we got till the end, which ended up paying off. We just drove, from the back to the front there in the last 10-lap little segment, and ended up with a shot at it. You got 2 Conti cars up there at the front. Of course, they're running up at the front. They made the damn set for the race. They can't win a race without each other. Adam about damn near wrecked himself trying to block me from winning the race. So that's what happens when you got 2 teammates that are really good and made the set for the night's race. So feel pretty good finishing behind those guys.
Yeah, indeed. A lot of dust-ups, a lot of issues throughout this race. Obviously a for fun race, but do you think there might be a little bit of a grudge held over from this race from anybody here after the way everything played out tonight?
Not on my side. I came into it just looking to have a good time and try to get a win here. So definitely had fun. Drove through the field a couple times and kind of like the fixed setup feel where everybody's kind of on equal ground. You kind of get to see maybe some guys that don't have a lot of setup help, maybe don't run up front in the points races that we have, being up front a lot more tonight. So just a good time. I'm not going to really hold any grudges from it. I think when me and Chicano got into it, I went down and wrecked him under yellow, and he got all mad. I was like, look, man, it's just a fun race. We're putting on a show here. So no hard feelings on that one. So hopefully everybody comes away from this thinking we had a good time. Hopefully we put on a good show, and we'll get back to points racing business as usual.
Alrighty, well, $10 in your pocket after that third place finish. How about that truck team? Any sponsors, teammates, anybody you want to shout out? The floor is yours.
Shout out to Coors Light, of course. I've been enjoying a few of those during the race. I try not to drink and drive during the points events, but since this was a fun one, I decided to have as much fun as possible. Shout out to Ford for the Eco Boost. Ford was running pretty good tonight, not enough for those Conti Chevys, but we'll get them when we go back points racing. Shout out to those guys from Conti anyway, hooking everybody up with a set kind of last minute here today, and appreciate all the things those guys do. It's real fun racing with them every week, even though I give them a bunch of crap about it. Mason Lowry had a pretty good run tonight. He usually gets junked in the first 10 or 15 laps, so glad to see him have a shot to be around at the finish. Appreciate you guys up in the booth letting me come up there for the open race, and appreciate everybody that decided to watch tonight.
Alrighty, Cam. Well, congratulations. A podium finish here in the All-Star race. Third place for that 57 machine. And so with that, Josh, I believe you've got our second place finisher, Adam Benefield, on the line.
Hey, Adam, P2 finish. Very, very, very close to getting that win. Felt a little bad. I didn't get to talk to you for your stage 1 win, but you had a really great run all night long. So how'd you get it done here to bring it home, P2?
Sorry, I'm having to move all the salt out of the way that Cam left sitting over here. But Filter Time Chevrolet was a rocket. Felt like I could go anywhere with it. Top, bottom, 3 wide, 4 wide. Even when Brett lost his vision, I guess, going into turn 3, it even handled great sideways. But it was a good piece. EPI putting out a good piece for this special race right here. It was fun. First time doing an all-star race over here. Glad to be a part of it. Made some moves. Probably pissed some guys off. Hopefully not. I mean, it's just an all-star race. If they're that upset about it, they can have my winnings. But no, man, it was fun. Filter Time Chevy was a hot rod. We had me, Rich, Dustin, and Cam in a room together. So we were all enjoying some drinks and having a good time and raising a little hell.
Well, speaking of your winnings, you get $25 in the pocket. So any plans on what you're going to do with that?
Probably send it to Brett. He's got a lot of hurt feelings, and just try to help him out. Maybe make it to where he don't hate me so much. I don't know why he hates me so much, but hopefully $25 will be good for him.
All right. Well, any shout outs or sponsorship shout outs you'd like to give? Who gets it done for you?
Just everybody at Team Conti, Filter Time, WR1 Sim Chassis, High Rock Vodka with Sun Drop, which is what I was the choice drink of choice for the 83 team tonight. EPI, you guys for broadcasting it, the guys for allowing me to run this league. Special thanks to everybody at SBLD Racing, especially Brent Bennett. I hate Rinker wasn't here. Kinda, not really. I mean, I really didn't feel like he had anything, but everybody involved.
Alrighty, well, congrats on the P2 finish, and we'll let you go.
Thanks. See.
And that was Adam Benefield, tonight's second place finisher. And we turn to Dawson, who has our race winner, Dustin Hall.
Indeed, I do. Hello, Dustin Hall. Welcome to the booth. Race winner here for the All-Star race. How was that race like at the end there?
Oh, man, it was intense. That was a good time.
The margin of victory, 0.008 seconds over teammate Adam Benefield. The two of you worked together so well there at the end, able to keep it up in the front, and came away with it being a photo finish. What was it like racing with Adam there coming to the line?
Oh, man, that guy's going to be playing head games the entire time. So I knew a shot was coming. But I noticed how much I was able to gap him out of turn 4 for about 4 laps there toward the end. So I thought, all right, when he makes his move, I'll let him have the bottom because I think I can just run the top and beat him back to the line with that momentum off the top. And then I'll be damned if he didn't just go ahead and hang there out of 4 coming to the checkered. And of course, I asked him after the race was over. He's like, I was just playing with you. It's like, yeah, of course you were. This is the way he races. He's a very cerebral guy. But no, he kept me up there to where, I had a shot at being there on the last lap. So big thanks to him. Hey, and I heard Cam's interview after the race, and he said he has fun racing with us. That's all I'm going to take away from his interview. To hell with the rest.
Alrighty, well, how about this one? Open winner. You come back being junked lap 1 to come back and win the Open. So that's the bonus $10 there. And then the $40 and the push to talk button from winning this. So a clean sweep, $50 in your pocket after this race. Just an incredible run from start to finish for you. What was that all like, especially having to fight through the Open compared to some of the other guys?
Holy crap! I hadn't thought about that, dude. That's pretty dang awesome. I think that's awesome. I think that's great. I'd donate that money back to Adam so he could get some driving lessons from this old dog. But no, that's cool. I hadn't thought about that, Dawson. That's awesome. We swept the night, and with 2 wrecked race trucks.
Indeed, you did. Well, the floor is yours after the win here. Sponsors, teammates, anything. What gets it done for that one truck?
Well, I think Cam after the Open he dumped me in the All-Star race, so we're not gonna give him a thanks, but we'll definitely throw a big shout out to EPI and Team Conti. Team Conti, thanks for letting us go ahead and have some fun away from the arduous Coke Series. Obviously, a big thanks to my family and friends who watch and support. You guys for broadcasting the league for putting this on. Man, it was a fun night. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of shakeups with the shuffles and everything else. I mean, it was a great time. And as always, I've got to give a big shout out to my nephew battling cancer. Jimmy, love you, buddy. Jimmy Strong.
Alrighty, well, a win in the Open, a win in the All-Star main event, sweeping the night. Dustin Hall, congrats again.
Hey, thank you, buddy.
What a race.
So, yeah. What a run that one was there from start to finish. It almost felt like they weren't even concerned with it being like multiple laps from the start of the race. They were running like that the whole race. Just fun, fast-paced action from start to finish. And in the end, a photo finish at the line of drag race between 2 teammates. And we see Dustin Hall come out on top. So, Josh, what were your final closing thoughts over the night as a whole?
These guys, first of all, what a show. What a race. All night long. It just seemed like they were going to wreck. I can't believe they made it look like a Daytona or Talladega race here in Michigan. First of all, I love this track. Anyway, I've been to a couple of actual truck races at this track, and I really wish that we'd see more truck races at Michigan International Speedway. But thankfully we have the sim. These guys putting the All-Star race here absolutely was a great idea. Props to the admin team for making this happen. And I don't know, like, none of this was predictable at all. Dustin Hall, of course, winning the Open and working his way from the back to the front in just a few laps, even in the first segment, was very incredible. And Hall definitely, he had to earn this race. And great drive out of every single driver here.
Yeah, it was a fun battle from start to finish. We saw it happen even throughout the heat race, throughout the Open. Just a lot of fun racing, and in the end of the day, it just comes down to that last lap, that final run down the front straightaway. Just very fun night all around of racing. A bit confusing at times for the format, obviously. Just a couple things to iron out when it comes to that, probably. But other than that, a fun night, a fun event, and a great race. And congrats again to Dustin Hall and all the Team Conti guys. A 1-2 sweep of the race. With Adam also winning that first segment, and Dustin taking home the Open win and the All-Star win.
That's going to do it from us here in Michigan International Speedway. Next week, we go back to points racing. When we return, we are going to see Kansas. September 7th, 134 laps, and it will be the final race in the round of 12. That one should be an absolutely amazing race as well. So on behalf of everybody from the MardonPC.com Truck Series, all the admins, big thanks to Adam Kuhn, Dustin Allen for joining me in the booth. I'm Josh Coppernell, and stay safe, take care, and we'll see you next time here on JCTV.